Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Talk Spicy. I'm Coach Gene Clemens. Thank you for joining me wherever you are joining me. Rate the show, comment, agree, disagree, but whatever you do, keep it spicy. A 5-star rating is appreciated. And if you are joining me on my YouTube channel, like, subscribe, tell a friend, hit the notification bell, and definitely leave a comment. You know what the NFL reminds me of? The NFL reminds me of those people that we know who are always doing too much. You know what I'm saying? They're just always doing a little bit more than what they should be doing. Or in some cases, a whole lot more than what they should be doing. Like, for instance, the person who, instead of just naming their son or their daughter the traditional name because that's what it sounds like, decides that they want to put together this gigantic play on words in order to get to the same name. Like the people who want to spell they want to name their son or their daughter Jalen, but instead of just going with the Jalen Rose, Jalen, or even the female adaptation of Jalen, Jaylen, they want to do something like JAILIHYN or something crazy like that. And you're like, what are you doing? It's Jalen. Just keep it easy for your kid. You're doing too much. Or the people who you want to throw a party for, you know, whomever, a friend, a kid, and instead of just putting something together that's going to be nice with all the people there to celebrate with you, especially people who throw their own birthday parties. They want to throw the party. They got their own sash. They got their own tiara. They got their own like flyers that they put out for their own. You're doing too much. We get it. It's your day. Celebrate it. But come on, man. Shouldn't it be about people getting the chance to give you your flowers? You shouldn't have to go around giving you your own flowers. That's why you invited all the people to come. And the NFL is the same way. The NFL just had essentially a schedule release party. Even though we already knew who teams were going to play, we just didn't know exactly which day they were going to play them on. Now, why is that significant to you or to me? It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters about knowing when your team is going to play particular teams is if you want to go to a game that's away from home. So if you want to try to schedule a trip to go see your team play another team, it might be good to know what week they're playing. But truthfully, the NFL doesn't actually fall on any real legitimate like time off for people. So outside of Thanksgiving and who's going to travel to see another team and their team in another place on Thanksgiving, maybe around the Christmas break, but who has all of that time to go and travel to see their team when they probably have friends and family that are coming into town? So if you're going to watch a game of your team, you're probably going to be taking time off from work anyway. So does it matter if you want to go and see New York play Dallas? Does it matter that it's week 4 or that it's week 8? No, you're going to go and watch them regardless. We don't really need to know this. Oh my gosh, they're releasing the schedule. And then they did this really dumb thing where they leaked the first week games. Ooh, here's your first week game. This is a teaser. And people are sitting around and eating this thing up. This was appointment viewing. The ratings for the schedule release episodes on ESPN and NFL Network, it's like, really? Like you sat down in front of a television to watch people tell you something you could have found out in a minute by looking on your phone when the schedules are released? You actually wasted an hour and a half, 2 hours of your day. This isn't like when the NCAA releases the tournament brackets where you had no clue who was going to do what, where, and now you have essentially 3-4 days to prepare for something. You know every year, if you're a Bucs fan, you know you're playing the Saints twice. You know you're playing Carolina twice. You know you're playing oh gosh, I just went blank. Saints, Carolina, and that's how much. Oh, Atlanta, excuse me. Sorry, Georgia. I know I live here. You know you're going to play the Saints twice. You know you're going to play Atlanta twice. You know you're going to play Carolina twice. Where they play at, who cares? You're going to play them twice. The NFL goes as far as to give you the teams that you're going to play essentially as soon as the Super Bowl is over with. So what are we wasting our lives for here? I love football as much as the next man loves football. I love sports. I'm a sports junkie. But let's just think about some of the things that you could have been doing instead of watching people talk about a schedule being released in the NFL. You could have been watching baseball. You could have been watching basketball that's heating up. It's coming down the stretch. Baseball is great because the season's not 162 games. This is probably actually the amount of games that they really should play. But baseball is going on. You've got soccer that's firing up in MLS and then going on in other leagues. You've got people preparing for the Olympics that are coming a year later, but still going to come. You've got so much. WNBA is about to fire off. The tip off for the opening, for the first night is Friday. You've got all these things coming up that you could be spending your energy on, and you're spending it watching people talk about who you play week 3. There's not even any betting ramifications in this. Outside of week 1, maybe trying to figure out who's going to be ready to go week 1 and put a little bread out there. But outside of that, what are you really getting? My guy, my girl, stop wasting your time. Do things that make your life better, and watching a schedule release is just not one of them. I love everything about football, but NFL, you are doing way too much. And it's time for you to stop. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me on Talk Spicy. I'm Coach Gene Clemens. We do this thing twice a week. Rate the show, comment, agree, disagree, but whatever you do, keep it spicy. 5-star ratings are appreciated. And if you're joining me on my YouTube channel, like, subscribe, tell a friend. I'll see you next time. Peace.